So you want to learn Morse code. So maybe you're taking a radio exam, maybe you are just interested, maybe you want to be able to signal to people when you're locked in the boot stroke trunk of a car like MacGyver did. And you're thinking, oh, it's a bit complicated, a bit difficult to learn. But actually, it's not that bad. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how to do Morse code. And by the end of it, see this thing here? Well, I'm going to teach you how to read that. So by the end of this, you should be able to look at this, you should be able to read it without having to use a book or a chart, just from your own mind. So let's get started. So we're up and running. So let's start out with the ones that you already know. Yes, you do know some already. Everybody knows SOS. Dit, 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 da, 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 dit, dit, dit. 3 dots, 3 dashes, 3 dots, SOS. So you can see that 3 dots is going to be S, 3 dashes is going to be O. Dot, dot, dot is an S, dash, dash, dash is an O. So there's 2 that we already know. So I've got something to write on. So let's first of all write down the alphabet. There. So thankfully we're here to learn Morse code and not how to write properly. So let's start thinking about the letters. Those first 2, let's write them in. So I'm going to write them underneath the letter. S is 3 dots, dot, 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 and O is 3 dashes. There's the first ones. And now let's turn to logic. If we're writing Morse code, if I was writing Morse code, what would I do? What would I do in terms of letters? And what's the most frequently used letter in the alphabet? It's E, isn't it? So if it was me, I'd write an E as the shortest one, which is a dot. And that's in fact exactly what Morse did. Equally, another very, very well used letter is T. So that's the single dash. So we'll take those as given. So that's 4 letters we know already. Now there's a couple of others that you know that you didn't realise you know, and that's all down to the guy who wrote the theme for Mission Impossible. So you know Mission Impossible, dun 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 dun. That is in Morse code. The guy who wrote the music really was into Morse code. So dash dash dot dot dash dash dot dot, dash dash is M, dot dot is I. So he's spelling out M-I, Mission Impossible. Da, 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 da. So we know those 2, M and I. M, dash dash, where's M? M and I, dot dot. There's 2 more that we know. And there's another musical one. During the war, they all used the sign V for victory, and they played Beethoven's Fifth that goes da 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 da. Okay, that's from Morse code. They use that music because it's Morse code for V. Da 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 da. It's actually dot 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 dash. So V is another easy one. 3 dots and a dash. There we are. Bit messy, but you get the idea. And the next few rely on some mnemonics, or not mnemonics, some little phrases from the phonetic alphabet. So you know the phonetic alphabet's really useful to know. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, all that. So that's easy to remember. So let's think about someone. Let's start off with C, because C is Charlie in the phonetic alphabet, and the Morse code is Charlie, Charlie, da-dee, Charlie, Charlie. So dash, dot, dash, dot, Charlie, Charlie. That's an easy one. Moving on, next one, F. So F, you don't need the phonetic alphabet, but F is fetch a fireman. Fetch a fireman. These things stick in your brain. So in other words, it's dot, dot, dash, dot, fetch a fireman. So another one that works like that is Q. Q for Queen, God save the Queen. Dash, dash, dot, dash. God save the Queen. Although, in fact, he didn't, did he? But the mnemonic still works. So, dash, dash, dot, dash. So that's quite a few that we're getting already. And another useful one to know, R. R in the phonetic alphabet is Romeo. So Romeo, Romeo. Romeo's the great lover. And so Romeo, imagine a person with their arms sticking out. They're coming to embrace you like the great lover. So 2 arms. So 2 arms and a body. So let's think of dot, dash, dot. So you can see the dots are 2 arms sticking out, and the dash is the body. Romeo, Romeo. And there we are. And we can also extend that to the one on the other side, P. Now P is Papa. So this time you can imagine a big fat Italian papa holding his arms out again. Oh, hello, nice to see you. So he's got his arms sticking out. So this time, but he's much fatter. So his two arms stick out like that. But this time, there are two dashes because he's much fatter. So a much fatter person holding his arms out. And that's P. And now another one that relies on the phonetic alphabet is U. Phonetic alphabet, it's uniform. 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 Dot, dot, dash. That's an easy one. So let's put that one in. Dot, dot, dash. There's U. Uniform. And another one in the same vein. H. So H is for hotel. And hotel, think of a 4-star hotel. What do they have outside? 4 stars in a line. That's a lot like 4 dots in a line, isn't it? You see 4 dots, think of 4 stars. There's your hotel. There's your 4-star hotel. So that's H. And the next one's a little bit Antipodean. So K. Kangaroo. Kangaroo. Dash, dot, dash. Kangaroo. And you start to see some of these are actually opposites of each other. You can see that R and K, they're opposites. You've got a dot in the middle, a dash either side. R is the other way around. So if you can remember some of the pairs, you're going to get some of the letters for free as well. Now coming right to the start of the alphabet, I guess when Morse was putting it together, he thought, let's put one of each as the very beginning, a dot and a dash. And you can remember that sometimes there's a chew. So if you're sneezing, a chew, dot, dash. So let's fill that one in. There we go. Start to get quite a lot of letters in here now. And I'm going to give you a couple of the other pairings. They're not so easy to remember because you're just trying to remember which 2 letters go together. So there's no mnemonic, but F and L are opposites of each other. So F and L, so instead of being dash, dash, dot, dash, like fetch a fireman, L is the other way around. So it's got its dot first, dash, and then it's 2 dots. It's like you flipped it over. And the same with A. If you flip the A over from dot dash, a chew, to dash dot, you get an N. Like that. So we know a fair few of them, but we haven't got all of them in here. And I'm going to suggest to you that you don't need to know every single letter, because having a standard issue brain, you should be able to fill in the blanks. You can see a message, you can fill in all the letters that you know, and like if you're doing a crossword, you should be able to guess what the other letters are pretty much, because we know most of them. I'll give you an example of that. So I've written down a phrase here in Morse code, so I'll put in between the letters, I've used a slash. In reality, what happens when you're transmitting these kind of things, you kind of merge them together. So for Charlie, for instance, instead of going da-dee, da-dit, da-dit, what you would do is da-da-da-da. So this one, as you see, it would be di-di-da-di-da-dit, and that would sound like 2 letters. And in fact, a good professional listener can actually tell who's sending the message when they get used to a person's sort of phrasing. So let's start off with the I. From Mission Impossible, M-I, da, 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 da. M-I, I is 2, 2. So that's going to be, that's an I. Looking at the next one, remember the mnemonic? Charlie, Charlie. So that's a C. And remember the very first letter of the alphabet, and you can actually see it poking out here, is an A. So it's got a dot and a dash, or achoo, achoo. So that's an A. Dash dot, more difficult to remember because remember A and N had a flip side. So A and N are the same backwards. So that is an A backwards. It's an N. That one we've not seen. Dash dot dot. Haven't seen that one. Let's ignore that for now. Dash dash dash. SOS, dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. That's going to be an O. And then we've got another 2. So it's a dash, dash, dot, dot, dash, dash. That's an M. That's the opposite of the I, isn't it? So M. Another 3 dashes, SOS. That's an O. And then a dash in the middle and 2 dots. So it's the 2 arms sticking out with the body in the middle. It's Romeo, Romeo, Romeo coming towards you. That's an R. And then 3 dots, dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. That's an S. And then the shortest, the most common letter of the alphabet is going to get the shortest one, which is a dot. I can something O Morse. That dash, dot, dot, pretty much that's going to be a D, isn't it? I can do Morse. So you can fill in those gaps. And of course, as you practice more and more, you'll start to remember anyway, because there'll be gaps. And they'll be, oh, what's that gap? And you'll write it. And after about 2 or 3 times, you'll remember that D. So I hope these few minutes have made you realise that your brain's a much stronger thing than you thought it was. You pretty much can remember a lot of these things now, and hopefully I'm going to leave you with that thing that was on at the beginning, that message that was on at the beginning. And this time, with a bit of luck, write it on a bit of paper. You should be able to write down all the letters that you can remember from this, fill in the blanks, you'll be able to read the message. And that's without using a book, without using a chart, just from the power of your own mind, bizarrely.